Hello everyone, I am Lao San, and my project is Customizable Project Bidding and Management System, also known as BidMaS. So for every undergraduate student, the final year project or FIP is a very important work. But right now, the traditional FIP management in all the university, sometimes they are very manual or rigid. So actually, we are in need of a better system, and it should support a flexible project setup, clear student supervision, and also to meet the institution goal. So here are the four problem statements for a current situation. First is the lack of flexibility, where the current system used by all the faculty in the universities, they are very rigid and cannot adapt to different needs across the different faculties. Second will be the unclear project allocation. Sometimes the student may not like the assigned project, especially for their final year project topic. And the third problem is inefficient communication. In the full cycle of FIP, sometimes maybe there are lack of a communication channel between the supervisor and the student. Lastly, it will be inefficient progress tracking, and it will also increase the administrative overhead, like to track the overall progress for the full FIP cycle. So the first project objective is to provide a customizable FIP management to be used across the different academic institutions. Second is to create a dynamic project bidding mechanism. Third is to create a feedback channel. And finally is to ensure a comprehensive project tracking. So to describe BidMaS, it is a comprehensive platform integrating with some AI features to streamline the allocation and the following management of FYP. And it's supposed to facilitate the interaction between the supervisor, lecturer, and also the admins in the full FYP cycle from the beginning to the last phases. There are four modules in this system, as you can see. So the first module will be project bidding and allocation. It has project recommendation and analysis feature, and also a bidding mechanism for the student to bid for projects they want. And then the second module will be the feedback module. It allows the lecturers to evaluate the submission by providing feedback. And then the third module will be project tracking. So it presents dashboard for all the users for them to track like what is the current milestone in this FYP cycle. And then the last module will be for admin use. It is customizable and administration for admin to customize the project setting, like the header, the milestone, and also to assign an examiner for all the project. For its impact and benefits, I would say that there are three Fs. So first F is to foster a more engaging learning experience. Second F is flexible to suit different academic requirements. And the third F is to facilitate accountability through clear milestone and continuous tracking. In terms of entrepreneurship, maybe we can commercialize BidMaS as a software as a service for all the tertiary academic institution. And then the revenue can be generated by a yearly subscription plan because it is a ready-to-use, customizable, and scalable solution.
Okay, so right now I'll be leading you through the project demo part. So first of all, let's log in the system with an admin account. And then this is the dashboard page for admin. So let's see what is the first move. From this flowchart, we can see that the first move actually is for admin to create new major for a new academic year. So we go to the project setting page. By clicking this add new project setting, it's like initializing a new project for a new academic year. So maybe the new year will be 2048, and then two major field. Then the first one can be software engineering. Second one maybe cyber security. Okay, and now so we should have already declared a new academic year. And right now you can see that the project header and project milestone for both major are not configured, so we should complete them. So this is project header setting part, and the title description is two mandatory part, and then we need to declare a new one. Maybe the new header can be a level, the header, and then it can be a predefined options. The options are easy, hard. Okay, let me add it. Save a new header, and right now we have to complete setting the project milestone. So the first required project bidding milestone, admin need to assign a date for it. Maybe I can assign a date, maybe 24 June, and then declaring a new milestone can be final report. Deadline, maybe, okay, simply put the date, the weightage, okay, make it as default first, and then save it. So this is how we configure the project headers and project milestone.
So right now my role is the lecturer, and then the current academic year is 2060. And now, looking at the flow chart, the lecturer should fill in some project details for the student to bid on these projects. And first of all, let's add new project, and then we just simply choose the major here, and then enter the title. Maybe the title is software engineering project, and then description, simply type something. So we have already created a new project here. Right now, as a student, I should like bid for projects that I want. But if I think that there are too many projects for me to read on, then I can just ask Gemini, the project assistant, to find me some project recommendation. Maybe I can input what keyword that I have interest in. Maybe the keyword I want is environment. I love environment related project, and then I hope it can be commercial. And then let's see what will this project assistant answer me. So it will return some recommended projects based on the keyword I input along with some explanation. So another features of this AI assistant is a nice project. I can simply put in some project and ask it to analyze for me. So it will return the technical feasibility, innovative ideas, learning opportunities, and risk assessment of the project. So it helped me to better understand what kind of project and what project should I bid on. Now I want to bid for projects like maybe Instagram and then my JPJ. Okay, then I finalize them. Now back to the lecturer side. So we go to the bids tab, and we should see that there are two pending review bids from the student one, and maybe we can like accept the second project and reject the first bid. And as you can see, this is like the date picker here. The simulated date is April 7, and the project bidding deadline is April 14. So this is just a date picker for development purpose. So right now, if we set the date to a date that is after the deadline, maybe 16 April, and then the system should automatically do the project assignation back to the student side, and the student get informed of the bidding result after the project bidding deadline. Right now, since the student already get assigned a project, then they can start to submit work for each of the milestone. For example, here the current milestone is to submit a proposal. So we just upload the project. Yeah, so after that, the student should wait for a feedback from the lecturer or their supervisor. Going back to the lecturer page, and this is the feedback page for the lecturer. And for this page, the lecturer can view all the submissions submitted from the students, and it is split into two panels. One is as the supervisor, and another role is as an examiner. So we can filter the submission by major. For example, we filter by SE, and this is the document that I've submitted just now as a student. So the lecturer can download the submission, view the submission from the student, and then give the marks based on the rubric. Maybe I give 50, and then this one is 70, and it will show the overall grade. And then here is for the lecturer to input the comment. Okay, then we just send the feedback. And for the student, here is how they will see their submission along with the feedback from their supervisor or examiner. So they just click into it and see the feedback they got. The student will also receive an email when there is a new feedback update for them. Now we are seeing the role of an admin. So this is how admin can assign examiner to all the projects. So yeah, you can see that here is the list of all the lecturer from the school. And to assign an examiner to the project, you can just like simply choose from the drop down, or you can use the find button. So this feature will take all the project description and compare with all the specialization for all the eligible lecturers, and eventually it will return a match score thanks to the NLP model. So for this project SE My JPJ, you can see that the top matching examiner is actually lecturer 2 with an overall score of 44% matching, and the best matching specialization is interactive system which score 70%. So you can just assign lecturer 2 as the examiner.
We can also change the scoring method to a best match. So we will take the highest scoring specialization for as the overall score for that lecturer. For example, we can take this as an example for AI Love project. Maybe you generate a new result. So it says that lecturer 2 still is the most suitable examiner for this project, and the highest scoring specification is 91%. So the overall score is also 91% matching. This is a more detailed dashboard for admin use. It is showing the overall student progress. So from the statistic, you can see that only 20% of students are on track for this major. And this table is showing all the submission status for all the students. So the green color means very good, and the red color means, oh, this student definitely missed the submission for that milestone. So from this table, it allows the admin to track the student progress more easily. So now we switch to another major, and let's say this major already completed all the FYP milestone, and at this time the system will show the final grade for the admin. So if you see the detail of the mark distribution, you can see that in each milestone, what is the mark from the supervisor and examiner, also their weighted marks, and then these are the total mark for the student work. And that's the end for my presentation. Thank you very much for your time.